I'm thinking we get rid of the next row down. 16. Let's go. Let's give me another white.
Just wipe
right
out
here.
row number 4 here as well. Back-to-backs, the Intel Jacket, one of those white tier prizes that you're definitely hunting for here early on. Okay, Borton, 2 more to go.
20. I'm not feeling 20.
Not feeling 20, he says. Okay. Inside of crate number 20 is going to be a Series E Dad Hat, another one of those white tier prizes. Good job, Borton. I believe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We've got 2 more to go, actually, if my math is correct.
Wipe out 2 more?
Yeah.
Let's do 1.
Okay.
Opposite end.
Or it'll be 1 more. This is the last one. This is the last one of the round. And it's the other Series E Dad Hat. Good job, Borton. Way to finish strong. Okay. So, you've got me in an interesting position here because those top 2 rows, those white tier prizes, disappearing quickly. You found 3 of them in the 6 crates that you opened this round. But you also found that big Apex coin prize, and you found an Esports Arena mystery box. So, I'm going to say I've got $50 to Walmart with your name on it, Borton. Now, before you make a decision here, let me make it clear what's going to happen here. If you say deal, you take the gift card, you're done, we move on. If you say steal, we're going to open up a few more crates. I will have one final deal for you after that. If you don't take that deal either, we open up crate 7 and you get what's inside. So what are you thinking here?
I'm thinking steal.
Okay. You want to keep playing?
Yes.
I respect
yes, I
it.
think the odds are in my favor here.
Okay. Let's find out. Number 2, number 8, number 18, and number 19. 3 of those have got to go.
I think 19 is going next.
Okay. Let's see. You want to keep that mystery box on the table? You want to keep the headset on the table, and you will for the time being. The other vitamin water prize here. Of course, one of the newest brands joining Series E. Very excited to have them on board. Put those off the table here. Okay. 2, 8, 18. What's next?
Thinking 18 goes. Clear out that bottom half.
Okay. Borton's hoping maybe a Tyson shirt in here, eliminate the final of those white tier prizes. He found it. Okay. Borton, you've got a ton of momentum right now, my friend. You've just sniffed out the white tier prizes. My question is, the last 3 crates have got a mystery box, a $50 Walmart gift card, and a Razer headset in them. One of those prizes is in crate number 7 that you picked at the start of the show. My question is 2 or 8? Which are we saying goodbye to now?
2.
Okay.
We're saying goodbye to 2.
Okay. Borton has been on an absolute tear here as of late. Can he finish round 3 strong? It's the $50 Walmart gift card, which means that Razer headset is still on the table. Borton, you leave me with a very interesting conundrum here. My final deal for you today. You scoffed at 2,150. I'm going to throw down the big cheese here then. I got 6,700 Apex coins ready to head your way. My question is, are you taking the deal, or do you want to see what's inside crate number 7?
I think I'm believing in the crates.
Yeah?
I think it's a steal.
Okay. I respect it. Hey, from the beginning...
I have enough skins.
hey, I hear you. From the beginning, you were saying you wanted to go the distance. You were hunting for that headset. While the monitor went out early, the headset has made it all the way to the end of the game. So let's find out, Borton. You set aside crate number 7 to start the show. Let's see what we've got inside. Are you walking home with a brand new headset. Yes, you are.
Yeah.
Front to back. You can't hear it, but I can hear a nice round of applause for you out in the production room. Borton in his bedroom flexing on the haters, and we'll be sporting a brand new Razer headset to do so. You absolutely love to see it. Borton, congrats, my friend. Thanks so much for coming to play, dude. It's always great to hang out and talk with you, my friend.
Always a pleasure, man.
All right. We will talk again very, very soon, you and the Team Vizio boys, so I'm looking forward to that. But hang out for a little bit. We'll talk again soon. Thanks so much, my friend.
Yeah. See ya.
All right, folks. Much love to Borton. They're coming to play a little Deal or Steal here with me at the start of the show. That's it for the pre-show. We're ready to get into the fun. Again, this is our 6th draft day for Series E Apex Legends, folks. It is a wonderful day here at Esports Arena. I'm excited to be here. I'm looking forward to talking to all of the players that we're going to be getting to see compete in Series E this season. We'll get to talk with them. Some of these squads representing new brands as well, and that's going to be very interesting to see who they will represent this season. But you'll get to hear from Borton, his teammates, all of these other players coming into Series E. It's going to be a wonderful day today, and I'm certainly looking forward to it. So we will be into that here momentarily. Of course, we've got our good boss, the head honcho, the CEO, Tyler Endress, here in the building, ready for the show. He's going to be breaking things down and talking to all these players as well, so look forward to that. Right now, we're going to head to a quick break. When we come back, though, we'll be kicking off draft day here for Series E Apex Legends.
Seasons of Series E. Now Slepon taking a lot of damage, and I may
even shots are starting to connect with Borton does, and they're going down Sung, making the thing sang right there.
As you hop back on with Nerf. Nerf looking like they want to close in another fight. Forsey with the shots, and goodbye to
so this doorway and those windows, and they should be able to fight it out. Meanwhile, Intel getting into another battle, clear way across the map. Intel breaking.
Mike and Ike are getting aggressive. They got first knock. Actually, Z Davis once again with that charge rifle, but Bronzy.
No, Eccentric from above as well.
So you see what Eccentric's up to. They're making the flank on down below to P1. Push on coming through. Now it's a 2-on-2 situation. Maybe a 2-on-1. It is a 2-on-1.
What's up, everyone? That's right. It is Draft Day Series E Season 6. Did I say that right? Season 6? We've done so many Series Es. It's insane. It's a good thing, though. And that was awesome. Deal or Steal with my man, Borton. What did I had to run away and go to the bathroom. What did he end up winning? The Razer headset. So he said no to the $50 gift card to Walmart and ended up pulling out the Razer headset. That was a ballsy move, but a good one at that. Congratulations. Dealer steal happens before every Series E or some Series E's. I don't know. It's whenever we get a guest that really wants to go on dealer steal, do we pull that one off. But guys, it doesn't matter. It's the best day of the year. That's right, Draft Day, Season 6 for Apex Legends, the first game that we started with Series E. When we were actually starting to do this way back in 2020. It's been an awesome ride. It's been a ton of fun. Season 5 was a great one at that. We're going to get into all the action that goes along with Series E. I'm Tyler Endress, your host for the evening. As it comes to the draft day, what we do is basically draft players to a contract. This season, however, no new teams. We are just moving things around a bit, right? No new teams. We just have basically all the same players that are coming back for Season 6 Apex Legends that qualified for Season 5 and then had a great season at that. So very much looking forward to what Season 6 has to offer because we got a lot of wily veterans, some new players that will be joining some teams playing for this season, and it should be a good one. If you don't know too much about Esports Arena and where we came from, we started way back in 2015 in an old brick building in Santa Ana, California. And that building became the home for all things competitive gaming. We hosted Counter-Strike events, we hosted Halo events, we hosted Super Smash Bros. Events, you name it. Any game under the sun, we had video game tournaments for it all the time in Santa Ana. Then we opened a few more locations, but then along the way, we decided we would open up inside Walmart stores throughout the country. That's right. Walmart has been a major partner of ours throughout the couple of years that we've been with them. It's been fantastic. We have 18 locations inside Walmart stores. So these little miniature esports arenas are located inside the front of Walmart stores for your convenience. Do your grocery shopping, take some Apex Legends kills. It doesn't matter. And you're probably thinking, man, that's interesting, Tyler. Why would you open a Walmart store? Because it makes sense. And I'll tell you why it makes sense. Actually, I won't tell you why. I'm just going to show you why. So take a look at this video right now. So it's that same great esports experience that we had back in our Santa Ana stores, but now located inside a Walmart store. Whether you're starting your esports journey for the very first time or whether you're a seasoned pro, we actually have competitions that are perfect for you. We have found a number of pro players that come through the esports arenas as well as through Series E, and then you find out you're near an esports arena, you can go down there and practice. We do have very good gaming machines, and of course, we are signing a new sponsor. We just announced this, Aegon by AOC. All of our monitors and all of our esports arenas will be fantastic. Aegon by AOC monitors and in the coming months as we open up our stores. So if you need to look for an esports arena near you, go to esportsarena.com, click on the locations tab, and find out where those locations are at. It really is a fun time. I actually, if you don't follow me on social media, then you're an idiot. You probably should be following me. But ESA_Tyler, Twitter. Go check out. I had a ton of fun going to these locations. I actually competed in a few multi-versus tournaments myself. Never played the game, so I went 0-2 every single time. However, I did get close to taking a game. I did take one game, actually. Best of 3. So I took one, took the second game. It was a thrill, an absolute thrill. It's a ton of fun, so just go out there, compete, and have a good time. But regardless, you guys are here for Draft Day, you're here for Apex Legends, and you guys want to compete for Series E. So without further ado, if you don't know what Series E is, I'm going to explain it to you. So Series E is the opportunity for you to become a professional player within the esports ecosystem. If you never knew how to climb the ranks within esports, that makes sense. You and everyone else pretty much felt that same exact way. So what we wanted to do was provide an opportunity for you to get recognized to become a pro player. I'll be honest, I think we've lost count how many people have actually signed professional contracts outside of Series E. It's upwards of 30 to 40 players that have signed professional contracts with TSM, Cloud9, CLG, Optic Gaming, etc. That have all moved on because they were recognized from Series E and competing within our tournament. So if you do want to find out how to compete with Series E, we do host qualifiers before every season. That's your opportunity to become a pro player and, of course, get paid to represent any one of these awesome brands that you see behind me. These brands are national brands. Thanks to our relationship with Walmart and, of course, what their relationship is with all these brands, they want to come and support you guys. They want to come and support the ecosystem of esports, and all these brands have been fantastic helping us out. So if you want more information on that, esportsarena.com, click on Series E, all that stuff's there as well, or just join our Discord because Discord pops off with Esports Arena as well. So I think, let me look at my stuff here. Oh yeah, Series E, Path to Pro. I mentioned it before. We've got like 30 to 40 players that have signed pro contracts. We even created a little video about it. So let's roll that video, take a look, get hyped up. Let's do it. It's draft day. Here at Esports Arena, pride ourselves on how many players have graduated from Series E and have signed contracts with TSM, CLG, Cloud9, and Optic Gaming. Your opportunity to become a professional gamer has to start with Esports Arena and Series E.
There it is.
Getting that thing to work is
It's very tricky, but it doesn't matter.
Damage those duplex.
Move it, Dallas Mamba. CLG
Clutches the win! This is such a capable roster. Complexity are going to Orlando.
Jonathan Tene is your CEO Strive champion. Umishu, your Evo champion. Umishu.
Like a phoenix from the ashes. They lost one.
Will you be the next Series E champion?
It's not the first time that I've gotten to watch that Path to Pro video, and it gets me so excited every time, and also just so proud of everything that has happened through Series E. So many talented players getting that opportunity to show off their skills and take those steps into being pros in esports, whether it's in Apex Legends, Halo, Guilty Gear Strive, or even Multiverses soon to come. And it's just so awesome to get to be just a small part in these players' stories. You see Umisho winning the Evo Championship, players like Zeratricky, Panders, Skittle Cakes, Duplex, Verholz, all competing at the ALGS Championship. That is what Series E is all about, is giving those players the opportunity to take those next steps. And we look forward to seeing who will be the next Skittle Cakes, the next Umisho, and more. So super proud of that. But let's take a look back really quick at Season 5, because of course, as we get ready for Season 6 of Series E Apex Legends, we have to know what went down this past season. And of course, coming into the season, it was the Intel story. James Fearless and the squad were incredible down the stretch in Season 4. And while they did come in strong to Season 5, things ultimately fizzled out. They broke up, and we had a new Team Intel coming in. The story at the start of the season, though, in terms of play, was Team Vizio. You got to see me talking to Borton a little bit ago, and we'll talk more with them very soon. But they were dominant at the start of the season, and certainly the early favorites. But when Intel broke up, things changed, and it was Excedrin that charged to the top of the standings and were holding strong in first place all the way till the end. But we had an incredible finish in Season 5 in that final week. Nerf, who had been strong, consistent players all throughout the season, put themselves in the position to try and jump ahead of Excedrin in that final week. And they did just that. It came down to the final few games of the season, but Nerf was able to jump into that first place spot and capture that Series E championship. Turns, competing in his third season in Series E, was finally able to capture that title alongside his teammates. We also had an incredible battle lower in the standings. Team Mike and Ike, that came in partway through the season and has struggled a little bit early on, had an incredible second half of the season as well, largely led by MJ, playing just superstar caliber Apex Legends here in Series E, was a huge part of that team's success, and they charged all the way up into the top 4, passing Team Intel again in that final night of the season to hold on to their spot coming into the season. It was so compelling, and I said at the start of the season that I thought Season 5 was going to be the most competitive and the most compelling Apex we had seen in Series E to date, and it delivered on exactly that. And I have to say, I think we're going to see even more of that here in Season 6, and I'm certainly looking forward to it. But if you missed anything from Season 5, let's take a look at how it all went down. Sports Arena are getting ready for Season 5 of Series E Apex Legends.
The first ever Apex Legends Team Tyson.
Either like it's championship or bust for you.
It's always championship or bust.
The newest Team Razor. You gotta be stoked.
It's gonna be a good season to look forward to.
Biggest takeaways from these past couple seasons.
Overall, we'll have a better season this time and we'll go for number 1.
What do we think? Championship? All or nothing?
It's free.
It's a dub.
It's free.
Joined by Team Excedrin.
We had a great start last season. I think we'll have an even better one this one.
It's Mike and Heights, boys.
Let's go.
Let's go, dude.
Another season of Series E to kick off. Let's go right now.
Need to finish off the rest, and that's going to be the night to win.
SAFC to follow, and Team Intel to T. Oi, Senpai's down. Razor gonna clean it up. We went to the end of the game, and Nerf still ends up taking PK, and it's one last member for Vizio. The shield is there, but Excedrin still takes the W.
Major hit in here, and that's gonna be it, Mike and I.
I'm excited to see what the pro players have in store for us.
The SM are going to be the ones walking away. Finn and Guild. This is the game for NRG.
Shots, and Atlanta Premier is going to be able to clean this one up.
The chance to complexity from the sky.
And Denny hits him up huge, and CLG
Up towards the high ground, 100 Thieves going to take game 3.
The final day of Series E in Season 5.
And Nerf with the late season charge, a brand new champion, Team Nerf, and turns after 3 seasons of competing is finally at the top of the mountain here in Series E.
Yes, I remember that last day of competition in Season 5 like it was yesterday. We had, there were like 3 teams on the bubble of getting to that 3rd place spot. And man, Mike and Ike's absolutely popping off that day. That second half of Season 5 was honestly phenomenal. Everyone fighting for that last spot ended up being pretty fantastic to go through. So, we're going to kick things off here. We have the former Team Vizio here on the call. And I say former Team Vizio because Vizio is going to be relegated out, and we are bringing in a new brand for this. And which one of, well, not a new brand, could be a new brand, could be an old brand, but Team Vizio, obviously the players are the same. They've qualified, they've done fantastic jobs. I even got a chance to meet with them when we hosted the Rewired Festival, the $25,000 Rewired Apex Legends tournament. These guys qualified, got to meet them in person, got to hang out with them. Very cool dudes. But let's find out how they did in Season 5 of Apex Legends, specifically, of Apex Legends Series E. Roll it.
Welcome back to Series Z, former Team Vizio.
Plus the Digi-Threat, no one was expecting them.
Featuring Blitz, on Sportin,
Isolate through them.
and some.
He's stealing.
Our hottest team at the start of Season 5, Vizio is back to take another run at the top.
And he did not stand a chance.
While they cooled off a bit in the second half of the season, the team got a lot of valuable experience inside and out of Series E last season.
3v2 has Torn been able to recover. Here comes a drop down from Blitzen right on top of them, and that is Vizio.
Don't miss out on these boys all season long in Series E Apex Legends.
All right. Whoa. We got everybody here. What is going on, Vizio boys? How we do? Oh, no, we only have 2. That's right. Sung, I believe, has lost connection. As you can see, he is frozen. He is gone. He just, you know what? We had too much fun with Sung, I think, in Arkansas. And I think he's still recovering from that night in Arkansas. That makes a lot of sense. Blitz, Baborton, how we doing, fellas?
Doing good. How about
yourself? I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. I love the representation of the jerseys, yet you guys do know that representation. I know, and he had the great profile pictures going on too. It's all right. You know what? Only the real ones will know. Oh, there, whoa, there he is. Yeah, Sung. Yeah, dude, how we doing, Sung? Good to see you.
Good. How about you?
Oh, come on now. We got more love than that with one another, and you're just gonna give me good. How about you?
Ty, of course.
Oh, okay. All right.
We got that love.
We got
I'm
that
sorry,
love.
I'm sick right now, so I'm like, but yeah.
Still hungover from Arkansas, huh? Sung over. Yeah, exactly. Still sung over from Arkansas. For those that don't know, we had an intense spoons battle in Arkansas. But Borton and Blitz were the responsible ones that decided to go to bed early because they had a big tournament the next day. But Sung, on the other hand, was looking to have a lot of fun with us. And we did. We had a blast. It was a very good time. It was great to meet you fellas. But
that was great.
we do have business to take care of. And that is, of course, giving you guys a new and improved sponsor. So there's a couple on the board here. I always like to ask people who they think they're going to get. I think the only ones we got on the board here are AOC and Razer, two very, very good brands that you guys get to potentially represent. So who we thinking, Borton?
I would like, we all like the favorite Razer, but the newcomer AOC.
Why not?
Give me that.
Yeah, why not? Yeah, I feel you. How about you, Blitz? Looking relaxed, nice in your dark room.
I'm saying I want some monitors. Rip up a little monitor action for sure.
Yeah, who doesn't want some monitors? You're right. Razer makes monitors too, actually. I don't think they sell them. They make some. I've played on it. There's some sick monitors, that's for sure. Sung's also frozen again. Sung, can you hear me though?
Oh. I can't hear you. Can you hear me?
Hell yeah, I can hear you, dude. What are you hoping for?
Razer for sure.
Razer.
I want that. I want some Razer gear.
Oh, that's easy enough. You totally should get hooked up with some Razer gear. That's for sure. Well, all right, fellas. I think you guys know the drill here, right? I'm gonna open up on the sides right here, and the thing's gonna roll down, and we're gonna find out who your new sponsor is. This time, it actually goes pretty quick, and they try to fake me out. So we'll see. We'll see if it's any one of those brands, and actually, it could be another brand too. I don't know. It could be. Is it Intel? Oh my God! Oh no! It is. It's Razer. Congratulations, fellas.
Let's get it.
See, they fake me out on this every time. Awesome work, Razer. Obviously, the best peripheral company in the game, and you guys being some of the best players in the game, and having a team that stayed together. So back to Rewired. You guys had a great first day. What on earth happened on the second day, fellas? Like you guys were 2v3 in the full second day, or was it the first day you guys always had like a team made out?
I don't think there was a time inside of the second day where we
2v3 the whole first day. Somehow just getting good placements.
And the first day, actually. We were just sitting there,
day, right?
sad.
Yeah.
And then the second day, as we all know, we were just...
the second day, sadly.
Hungover, not ready, I guess. Something.
Not ready, I guess. Well, it was awesome to meet you, fellas. I look forward to the next LAN Esports Arena. We do have plans to be back at Rewired again this year, and you guys keep the success up. I'd likely see you there again.
Just send us an invite, man. Send us an invite. We'll be there.
Yeah, the invited teams this time. Yeah, you're right. Hey, you might keep it up. Keep it up with Series E and the success, fellas, and it's going to happen. So, well, anyway, boys, it's good to see you again. I'd like to have more time, but we got to get the show running. So I'm going to kick you over to Yeso in the next room, and he's going to do a little bit more of an in-depth interview with you guys. You guys are pros, though. You know the deal. Great to see you again, fellas. Good job.
All right,
new Team Razer. Take care.
See you next time, buddy.
All right, folks, we got the newly minted Team Razer joining me here inside of Studio Blue. It's Borton, Sung, and Blitz. Gentlemen, good to see you again. Sung, I'm going to come to you first. You were hoping for Team Razer. You wanted the peripherals. I guess you can fight Borton for his brand new Razer headset that he just won on Dealer Steal. But just kind of first blush reaction, Sung, how are you feeling about representing Team Razer this season?
Oh, I'm excited. I love their products, and their chairs are super comfortable, so I'm proud to represent Razer for sure.
I couldn't agree with you more. We have a bunch of the Razer Iskers actually here in the building, and I agree. Super comfortable, great chairs. I love hanging out in those as well. Borton, I want to come to you next. You guys were able to get some, honestly, great experience outside of Series E over the last few months competing on LAN. You were in Philadelphia. Of course, all three of you came out to Arkansas for Rewired. So I want to know, what were some of the biggest takeaways you had from those events?
I think just just playing together more. I mean, we were pretty much a newly formed team coming into Series E at the beginning of Season 5, and, you know, we just needed that experience together. And it's been
Blitz,
nice.
You guys had a really strong start, though, to Season 5, despite kind of being that newly put-together team. You guys were dominating in those first few nights of the season. Do you think that you could start Season 6 in a similar fashion? Are you really worried if you started strong or not this time around? What are you thinking, Blitz?
I think it's going to be one of those things where we're just going to farm. And
okay.
If we, it's just going to, that's how it's going to have to be. And if we fizzle out a little bit, that's okay, but we'll come back and it's going to be, top 3 finish, easy peasy.
Okay. Hey, I love the confidence. That kind of chains very well then into my next question, and I'll give this one to you, Sung. What are your kind of goals and expectations then for the team overall going into Season 6?
Overall, hopefully we can get that first place, that's for sure. Then just hopefully we can get better as a team.
Definitely a big opportunity to do that. And of course, the fact that you get to compete with really talented teams like the TSMs, C9s, Liquids, and more on a weekly basis can certainly help in terms of that improvement. For my final question, I'll come to you, Borton. How has your opinion of the Series E competition changed over the last season when you look at the other squads like Nerf, Excedrin, and the others that you compete with on a weekly basis? How good do you think the talent overall is in Series E?
I think there's definitely some good players, and then some that are definitely just still trying to prove themselves as new individuals in the comp scene, especially to like my eyes.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't met or played with a lot of these guys, and they're pretty free still. So
okay. Hey, I can appreciate, no lacking in confidence for you guys, especially the opportunity to go to LAN and be in that kind of very stressful environment and still be able to perform, I imagine, is very helpful in preparing for this season. So I do wish you all the best of luck. Again, congratulations on representing Razor this season. I look forward to watching y'all week after week, and thanks so much for joining us today, gents.
Thank you.
All right, guys.
Thank you.
Good talk,
folks. Hey. Same to you, Sung, and I look forward to us having another drink together very soon, my friend. That is Borton, Blitz, and Sung from the newly minted Team Razor. Big thank you to them, and keep an eye on them all season long. We're going to head back over to Tyler to keep things rolling because we got plenty more teams to talk to as draft day continues.
That was a great way to kick off draft day. Guys, we do take care of the teams. We take care of the players as if they're a part of this unique Esports Arena Series E family. And man, having a LAN and being able to meet everybody and run the tournament and then seeing the success from everybody. I mean, we've been living in a pandemic world for the longest time where interviews like this are just kind of come normal. And then when you meet folks in person, you really get to understand the effect that this whole crew, as well as Esports Arena and you, the audience, have on what Series E is able to bring, and especially the brands. So, and speaking of brands, thank you so much, Razor. Year after year, the support has been phenomenal. You guys, they do make some of the best peripheral products on the market. There's a lot of competition out there, and these guys, their branding, the LED, the quality, and they're opening up a ton of stores all throughout the country as well. So look out for those Razor stores because they're sick. I've gone to a couple of them. It's like a gamer Apple store. It's so badass. Go check those out. And they actually will be hosting tournaments, and we'll be helping them out with those tournaments as well inside their stores. So please take a look at what all the Razor products have to offer. And the best way to do that, of course, is go to walmart.com/esports arena. Take a look at all the products on there. Guys, if you actually do that, it does help us out a ton. It keeps these brands motivated to continue to spend with Esports Arena and support the players like that you guys just saw. So thanks so much to the entire Razor team. You know who you are. Bob, Michael, Bradley, formerly Dwayne, now Nicole. You guys are all just the entire team. They're actually just down the street with us in Irvine, California. So thank you guys so much. You guys have been awesome. And because of that, you're now going to watch very intently this Razor ad that's coming up.
I'll be loading up, they wanna package this. Pray for peace, pacifist, I'm never old enough to give a
So thanks again to Team Razor and all the folks out there, and congrats to the formerly Team Vizio, now newly minted Team Razor. Good luck in Season 6 of Series E Apex Legends. Season 5, again, not just a short time ago, what we like to do is we like to accumulate a lot of these stats. We also like to accumulate, because these players play week in, week out, every Wednesday night against the professional teams, and we like to accumulate their stats. So we do end of the season awards for each one of these stats, and this award is specifically going after the most damage. Obviously, to have damage in the game of Apex Legends, that is the key, but you want to get them kills, these eliminations, but you can't without the damage. So the person who was doing the most amount of damage in all of Season 5, Series E Apex Legends, the most damage award goes to this video.
The hunt is going to be popped from Joey Blackout, and then we continue to full send this. Coming up from the high ground, Joey Blackout's 30-30 has been looking so clean. Kraber 30-30. You thought you've seen a weird combo? Well, you have.
They don't care at all. He scans out the full three, now chasing after them, getting the crack. And
how good is it? Getting eliminated Tyson with some much-needed points over here. And it's all in the back of Joey Blackout.
But you got Joey Blackout there covering that angle for him. Beautiful coverage out now. Joey Blackout will go ahead and finish them off with that last big shot down from Joey Blackout. And Team Tyson strikes back, pushing out in this.
You know what would have been kind of nice was the 117,000 damage that Joey Blackout got. We did find out what is that on average per night that he got compared to other people. But it was probably a lot, and we can maybe have those stats later on in the program because I'd like to know, just curious. But regardless, Joey Blackout being the person who's applying the most amount of damage against his enemies. Friend of the program, Joey Blackout, one of the first? Season 2. Joey Blackout may have come into Series E Apex Legends, but a long time ago. Oh, that's the damage per game? I'm sorry? Over 600 damage per game. I'm lucky if I'm getting 600 damage in any one of these games. So the guy is a phenomenal player. Congratulations to Joey Blackout. It does not come with a cash award. However, it does come with a very nice looking trophy that you'll get to have during your streams or whatever you get to show off on Twitter and whatnot, and you'll get at least 13 likes, and it's mostly from me and the whole staff that's out here. But regardless, congratulations again, Joey Blackout, most damage in all of Season 5 Series E Apex Legends. Moving the show right along, folks, we have got to introduce the team Mike and Ike. That's right, Team Mike and Ike had an insane comeback in the second half of this season when we drafted these guys. Mike and Ike, a huge friend of the show and a great sponsor. They've been getting involved in esports for a while now. Came on to Series E this past season and is now sponsoring this upcoming season as well. These guys are going to stay Team Mike and Ike. So let's take a look at how well they did and how they had their come up in that second half of the season right now.
Back to Series E, Team Mike and Ike.
The knockdown coming through, a big 110. One more shot, and that's all she wrote.
Featuring MJ, Wizard Coin, and Silent. One of the best teams in the second half of the season, Mike and Ike rocketed from the bottom of the standings into 4th place with a photo finish in the last week of the season.
It's going to be at Mike and Ike. But as of right now, this is about to be Mike and Ike dealing with the final member.
The opportunity to steal away the win.
Thought he had a freak.
MJ quickly became one of the biggest stars of Series E and will look to start Team Mike and Ike on the right track in this next season of Series E Apex Legends.
What is going on, Team Mike and Ike's? Team Mike and Ike, I should say. MJ, Silent, and Wizard Coin 23. MJ, how you doing?
Doing great.
Excellent. It sounds like you are too. Hey, I was watching just those highlights right there. MJ, you absolutely took it to another level. Those last few weeks of Series E. What happened? Was it just something that you became the superhuman playing Series E at that point?
Yeah, I guess so. Just kind of happened.
That is awesome. Okay. Well, MJ, I think I could only talk to you because we're having mic issues on the other two. But Silent, Wizard Coin 23, obviously coming in. Team Mike and Ike for Season 6. We are excited to have you, MJ. You sound very excited to be back on the program. Any questions for me that you have?
No, I don't think so.
Dang. I was hoping for one. I was hoping for one. I was trying to get you to give me one. But it should be a fun interview with Yeso coming up next. Team Mike and I looking forward to seeing you guys. Do you think? Okay, well, I got one more question. Will you carry the success that you had the second half of Season 5 into the beginning of Season 6 and just basically earn the first place spot all the way through?
Yeah, for sure.
Dude, this guy's confidence is through the roof. All right, no, you're hilarious. Thanks, MJ, for participating. I do appreciate it. Yeso may have some more questions for you next. Actually, I hope we have a lot of questions. These are awesome. I appreciate it.
All right, folks, we got MJ on board here from Team Mike and Ike, of course, coming back this season. You'll remember that they had a very strong finish to the season last time around. I think we got Wizard Coin coming in here as well. Wizard Coin, I want to come to you first. You guys were incredible in that back half of the season. I know T-Squared was a big fan of y'all and your huge performance charging into that kind of final week of the season. I want to know from you, Wiz, what were the kind of biggest contributors to your big push up the standings in that second half?
I would say the biggest thing for us was just the determination to climb the leaderboards and just really just improve as a team.
It certainly showed week after week. I was really impressed with your guys' play, and of course, MJ, as Tyler already said, you were a big part of that kind of push from Mike and Ike. You were incredible in the back half of the season, tons of different highlight plays, and you were certainly popping off in terms of the statistical perspective. When you're coming into Season 6 now, of course, you had that strong finish. What are your goals and expectations for the team now coming into Season 6, MJ?
Sorry, I didn't hear you.
What are your goals and expectations for the team coming into this next season?
I guess the goal is just to place first, just be better than everyone, really.
Hey, I love it. We got to talk to Vizio a little bit earlier, now Team Razor, and they were certainly feeling a similar kind of confidence. I'll come back here to you, Wizard Coin. Were you surprised at all with how good you guys played in that second half of the season? I know it was a bit of a struggle early on, and certainly the competition is stiff week after week. Were you surprised at all, or did you feel like you guys just hit your stride finally?
I wasn't surprised at all. I know we're all very talented players, and I feel like we just needed to get a little momentum underneath our feet and just figure out our game plan. And once we figure out our game and what we want to do, we just never stopped running.
Hey, it certainly looked good, and you never stopped running, definitely, in that back half of the season. Wizard Coin, I'll give you my final question here. Of course, you guys made a roster adjustment in the offseason. You say goodbye to Mar. You've brought in Silent now, and of course, it seems like your expectations are pretty high. You guys are still very confident. So what does Silent bring to the team that you're really excited about for this season?
Silent's a great beam. He brings the great vibes, and I think he's going to really just be there to help us just make plays and be just a really strong gun on the team.
I'm looking forward to it. Y'all were incredible fraggers again in that back half of the season. You were really fun to watch. And now, you made it up there into fourth place after having to kind of dig yourselves out of a bit of a hole. Now I'm really excited to see how you perform starting fresh here at the start of the season. I think it's going to be great to watch, and my expectations are certainly high. So MJ and Wizard Coin, and of course Silent, thank you so much for joining us here today, and best of luck this season. We'll be keeping our eyes on you.
Thank you.
All right, folks. That was MJ and Wizard Coin, and of course shout outs to Silent from Mike and Ike. They're back this season once again and looking to take a top spot. They're going to be very confident going into this performance. I look forward to seeing them competing very soon. We're going to go back over to Tyler right now to keep draft day rolling.
What a great interview. We have a lot of fun here at Esports Arena. It's challenging, right? I mean, we've got mic issues, we got internet issues, and we got all these things that we're trying to juggle all at the same time, but I do appreciate everyone that does join us for these interviews. It is for the content, folks. All we want to do is shine the light on the players. The players are the best people that we've really ever met, the people that we work with, and are just so dynamite at the game. The competition that they come in, they bring in every single night is phenomenal. It is a ton of fun to watch, and great interview, Wizard Coin, great answers. MJ, love it. Anyway, so thanks so much to the Mike and Ike team. That's right, the folks over at Mike and Ike who continually to invest in esports. We appreciate it. You support the scene, you support the ecosystem. That's what it needs, and you guys see it. So please, you guys, if you're in a convenience store or a Walmart, whatever, look at Mike and Ike's. Give them a shot. Obviously, everyone's eaten them already. They are phenomenal. If that's that snack, you're on a long road trip and you just need that snack of choice, Mike and Ike is that snack of choice. So, if you also just want to get some snacks at your house while you're gaming, go to walmart.com/esports arena and click on the Mike and Ike, and they've got all the different colors, all the different flavors, all the different sizes, boxes, bags, you name it, whatever's convenient for you. Go to walmart.com/esports arena and buy some Mike and Ike's with your Razer headset, with your Intel processor, and your Tyson's chicken, and of course your new AOC monitor. All right, folks, we'll be right back after this message from none other than Mike and Ike. All right, thanks again to Mike and Ike's, and thanks again to Team Mike and Ike's as well as Team Razer. The show is rolling. We are moving along, folks, and we've got another award that we've got to hand out from Season 5. This award, of course, is for the most eliminations. You would think that the one who got the most damage would also have the most eliminations, but sometimes that person is just waiting for all that damage to be taken, goes around the other side, bam, finishes the kill. So with this person, we're about to find out who took home the most eliminations from Season 5 of Series E. Let's let them know, folks.
To do something, but MJ with the third-party scout shots. No one was expecting a third party to come this way. Team Mike and Ike looks like they want to go aggressive over towards the side, and oh my goodness, are you kidding me, MJ? Starting to add that aggression. And one player is going to go and hit the lift. Very weak. One more wing shot. Nice job of using a little extra boost off over towards the side, and holy cow, MJ is absolutely ridiculous.
I told you, man, and so easy peaks now coming from MJ. Gonna greet them with the thermite. That should get some value here. I love me some Revenant play. I love me some Deathbox Gaming, but they're gonna be down.
And of course, it is none other than MJ. I am looking forward to seeing how MJ performs in Season 6. It seems as if the way Wizard said it was the determination to climb the leaderboard. And that just, and the way also MJ said it, or the way I said it, and then MJ agreed with me, was that he just became superhuman. So hopefully his superhuman forces that he has can come through in Season 6 of Apex Legends. And we'll see. I actually do think that they can remain atop the leaderboard if they have the exact same performances they had later in that season of Season 5. Will stay atop the leaderboard, and who knows, can MJ take 2 seasons in a row the most eliminations award? So congratulations, MJ. Look out in the mail for that beautiful glass trophy that'll be coming to you shortly. So moving the show right along, we have formerly Team Excedrin that we'd like to bring up. That's right, Team Excedrin. Excedrin, great brand, game over for headaches. Got bought by a different company. We have different people to talk to. Doesn't matter. They're out of here, and we're bringing in a new brand for this one. That's right. Team Excedrin will be signing a new sponsorship. But first, let's find out how well they played in Season 5 with this awesome highlight reel of these boys. Take it away.
Back to Series E, former Team Excedrin.
And Urban gets that armor swap.
Featuring Cruisin'.
Ford is cruising with the heady.
Kodagami.
Shot here.
Looks like they themselves though could be.
And Stanky. After their strong runner-up showing in Season 5, this squad is back once again with a fresh look. Cruisin' returns now flanked by newest member Stankini and Season 5 edition Kodagami.
Easy for these teams to take out Excedrin.
Oh! Surprise, surprise, everyone's flying.
They're here and looking to claim the championship that got away from them this time around in Series E Apex Legends.
All right. Looking good. Whoa, looking real good. All right, we got the team coach on board as well. Coach Agami, what's the team coach's name?
Team coach? Oh, the mascot or the coach?
Yeah, or the mascot. Well, I just figured out. Now a mascot. He's got the Yoda.
This is Draco, our mascot. He's our little bulldog.
Dude, I love that. I love that. That's awesome. Well, hey, congratulations, boys, on coming back for another season. Cruising your 3rd or 4th season within Series E? 3rd season, that's right. And then we now have a newcomer, right? Stankini? Did I say it right? I love it. He's showing up for a job interview. I like it. Nice threads. This is, yeah, looking good, real good. Snap it, folks. Dude. Stankini, where are you calling from? And how'd you hear about Series E, and how did these guys get you on board?
Theirs, and I think we play well together.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay, so you've known them for a long time. What, back in the day, just like playing Apex, just like kind of grinding, or did you guys play games before this?
We've been playing Apex together for a while now, ranked, pubs, having a good time. Always good vibes with these guys.
And so have you been watching Series E? Do you understand what Series E is? And do you think that you could take down this competition since you have been watching it?
Oh, yeah, 100%. I've been watching. I've been paying attention to the competition, and I think we're definitely, in my opinion, the best team.
Wow. Okay. We got 3 people saying they're the best team. Obviously, no one's going to say they're not the best team. But the confidence that every team has basically said right now, I don't know if you've been watching, do you think that based off of formerly Team Vizio, now Team Razor, and then we've also got Team, I just missed it. Why can't I think of it? What is it, guys? Help me out. Mike and Ike. Thank you. Cruising, you tell me. Mike and Ike, Razor, and you guys. Obviously, you think that you can take them, but which one's gonna feel a lot better taken out?
I think they have 2 totally different play styles. First of all, I think Vizio or ex-Vizio is a hard zone team and likes to play in game scenarios. And Mike and Ike reminds me a lot of a G2 type composition where they're just gonna ape edge and be able to take any team fight. So I think being able to take those guys out would be more gratifying because I mean they take pride in their team fighting skills and being able to take out the likes of MJ and Wizard Coin will feel good. So.
Okay, all right. You heard it here, folks. I think that's true. I mean, obviously, they should have the X on their back because of how well they performed that second half of the season. So do they keep that momentum going into the next season, and can you guys take them out? Would be good to have it feel more satisfying. Kotagami, where are you calling from, and how are we doing today?
I'm doing great, man. I'm excited to start the season. I've just been grinding the new Season 15, just vibing. Excited.
Yeah. No, that's good. You've been grinding. You're not one of those guys that's just constantly just. I mean, Apex. I hear it's a love-hate relationship with Apex right now, and I'm assuming because it's Series E. How could you not? Unfortunately, but how could you not love it when playing Series E? We've got the custom lobbies. You guys get to compete against the best in the world at all times. Yep. Yeah, looking forward to having you guys on board. I think I'm done with the interview, you guys, unless Cruisin', you've got me, the creator of Esports Arena and Series E. What could we be doing better, my man, to make your experience better as a
Hey, the only question I got is how can I look as handsome as you? That's the only question.
You're doing a good job. This guy, I tell you, all right. I guess I won't bring up the tweet. I won't bring up the tweet.
There we go. What tweet? Delete it.
Oh, that's good. We've got to get you guys out at LAN, and we'll have some fun next time. But this has been a lot of fun hanging out with you guys. I do appreciate your support and love for Series E as always. Congratulations on qualifying again for the next season. But it is time to find out who this new brand is going to be and the new sponsor you guys are going to be representing. So you guys know the deal. Let's go ahead and spin this whatever LED board wall that it's going to be. You think you guys should probably already know who it's going to be, but regardless, we got to do this just because it's fun.
Yeah. No whammies, right?
No whammies, Mike and Ike Tyson. Is it going to be? It is Team Tyson. Congratulations, boys. Team Tyson in the house. You guys get chicken for life. It's not a part of your contract. Don't read that. Don't quote me on it. But regardless, you can buy chicken for life when you go to walmart.com/esports arena. But congratulations, fellas. The new Team Tyson. And, I'm sorry, shoot, what's the mascot's name again?
Draco.
Draco or Jocko?
Like Draco Malfoy.
Oh, nice. Okay. Well, we'll hear more from him with Yeso in the next room. Good to see you guys. Hope to see you again soon. Thanks a lot. Appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Yep.
All right, folks, so we welcome in the brand new Team Tyson, formerly Team Excedrin. We got Cruzen, Kodagami, and Stankini joining me today. Congratulations, gents. Cruzen, I'll come to you first. How does it feel? You're back once again, another season here in Series E, and you're going to be representing Tyson this time around.
Yeah, third time's a charm, right? Third season. Hopefully we can get it first place overall and end it with a bang there. So.
I'll tell you what, it worked out for Turns, his third season. He got the championship. Y'all were close. I do want to go back to the end of the season, and I'll start with you again, Cruzen. I can't imagine you were happy with how things ended up in terms of Nerf passing you in that final week. But when you look at the season overall, I think you guys were the most consistent team front to back last season. And of course, you lost a really strong member in Enemy, but brought in Kodagami, who pretty much fit in perfectly right away. How satisfied are you with your overall performance last season? And how confident are you that you can build on it now going into season 6?
Yeah, I feel very confident. A lot of things that people don't know is we didn't even play for 2 weeks. We had other issues going on where we couldn't even attend 2 of those weeks, so we didn't get any points for either one of those. Like I think 2 open nights, we didn't even play as a team. We had some other stuff going on, so you add that up, if we would have been able to be there, and I think we would have got first overall this season. But I'm extremely confident. Obviously, Kodagami's coming back, and we're bringing on Stank, so I have high hopes for our team.
Kodagami, I do want to come to you because you look at a player like Enemy who leaves the squad, goes to play with Atlanta Premier, very talented young guy, and Excedrin was looking really good at the time, and then Enemy steps away, and you come in, and it really felt like the team didn't miss a beat. Felt like you were a perfect fit for the squad. You guys just kept things rolling. What were the biggest factors that allowed you to just come in and kind of hit the ground running?
Well, I've played ranked. Well, I've known Crew for actually a very long time. Crew and I go way back, like one of the OGs I've met since switching to PC back in Season 3. One of the first people I played ranked with, it was like him, Enoch, and like a handful of others. And I've known Crew for a while. We met actually at LAN. So, I mean, him and I are boys. We have good chemistry. I played with Kim a lot, too. I'm really cool with Kim. So I was able to come in and fill the shoes of a young Enemy. You know, shout out the Enemy for, you know, going pro and letting me get his little spot. So that's the homie. And yeah, that's my son. He's doing big things. But yeah, you know, it's been nice, and I like playing comp better than playing the actual game. So it's been real.
I feel you. He's doing big things, and I would say, you know, maybe you guys are next up on that list. I do want to come to you, Stankini, newest member of the squad. You're coming in. The team finished in second place last season, and you're coming in to replace Kimchi Lee now, but you've got Cruzen and Kodagami next to you. Ton of experience between those two. What excites you the most about coming in to play with this squad?
What excites me the most is, even though these guys got second, I'm looking to bring them to first. These guys are great players, and I love these guys, great vibes, and I'm ready to just win for these guys.
What are your expectations then for the team? Is it really kind of first place or bust? Do you think you can kind of keep that consistency rolling from last season? Where are you at on that front?
I definitely want to keep the consistency, but I think we have the potential to be first no matter what. Okay, I love the confidence. I'm all about it. Cruzen, I'll come to you with the final question. You already were complimentary of these two, and you're now playing with 2 new members compared to the roster that you started with back at Season 4, because that's the other thing, right? It was you and Kimchi and Enemy, start of Season 4, start of Season 5. Now some big changes, and you're that last remaining member. With those 2 seasons now under your belt, what are the things that you've learned the most from these last 2 seasons? How have you grown from that experience?
I think the biggest growth that I've had is being able to differentiate the play styles between open nights and pro nights. And I think that's what a lot of new teams coming up struggle with early on is the ability to play around how the lobbies are going to be played. And I think that experience is going to really help us early on. Being able to decide, on those pro nights, hey, maybe we need to be more zone heavy. And then on open nights, we can play more edge. And just being able to get that give or take between how the lobbies are going to be played is probably the biggest advantage. And I think Stank and Kodagami are going to be good complements as far as being able to co-IGL and us being able to make decisions as an entire squad rather than it being dictated by one person. So I'm excited.
Hey, I'm excited as well. I really enjoyed following the team last season, and I'm even more excited this time around. I think Kodagami was such a wonderful fit for the roster, and now Stankini coming in. I'm just looking forward to seeing what you guys can do. I think sky's the limit, and I'm looking forward to watching y'all all season long. So best of luck. Thanks so much for coming to hang out with us today. And again, congratulations on being the new Team Tyson, and we'll see y'all very, very soon.
Yeah, pleasure.
Thank you.
All right, folks.
Okay, all right, we're coming back to me now. Awesome. Thanks, Yeso, for that awesome interview, and thanks to Team Tyson. Honestly, that was a fantastic interview. These interviews are getting better and better and better every single season. And to Cruisen's point, I actually really liked that. I thought that it was not the fact that he complimented me, but we can go back and play that tape. But the fact that you have different nights. You have pro night, you have open night. This season, unfortunately, open night has been pushed to the side. We are only going to be doing pro nights for Apex Legends, so every Wednesday at 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern, tune in for the pro night Series Z. But when we were in LAN in Arkansas at the Rewired Festival, Verholst was there. I got a chance to speak with him the first night. And I spoke with him the second night. The first night didn't really go as planned as he was playing for the Pioneers at that point. Second day, I was looking at him. I asked him, I said, what's the plan for today? And it is understanding the lobbies. It's understanding the difference between open night and the difference between pro nights. Pro nights, obviously, you have to play a very different style. At this LAN, at Rewired, there were some pro teams and a lot of not-so-pro teams at the LAN. And regardless, you have to adjust your play style to that. And basically, he turned it into a frag race and became the MVP of the day. And obviously won the $25,000 prize that was there as well with the Pioneers to take home the championship on that day. So if you can adapt to the playstyle of the lobbies and understand and not just play your exact same game every single time, then you can have success and you will have success. So Cruisin', I believe in that statement, and we'll see how the lobbies shape out all this year long and see how well these guys do against the likes of TSM and the likes of Pioneers, CLG, Cloud9, etc. So regardless, you guys, Tyson's a great sponsor of ours. They came on board. They are sponsoring even the Game Awards as well. So Tyson believing in esports and video gaming too. So please give them the support. And of course, the best way to do that, walmart.com/esports arena is where you can get all the Tyson deals. They got anytizers. Our staff's talking about some of the best things you could do is just throw these things in an air fryer, and everyone's got an air fryer. They taste delicious. So try them out for yourself. Next time you go to Walmart, pick up a bag and just, see if you enjoy it. But thanks so much, Tyson. And because thanks so much, we're going to play your ad, so watch intently.
When the chicken is this crispy and this tasty, it doesn't matter what else is for dinner. Tyson crispy strips are so delicious, they'll be your favorite part of every meal. More crispy chicken, more family faves, more to love. Tyson. Tyson boneless buffalo bites have that tasty kick of flavor, so they're perfect for any get-together. If there are any left when your guests arrive. Tyson Anytizers Chicken. More kicks of flavor, more smiling snackers, more to love. Tyson.
Welcome back, everybody. About halfway here through our Season 6 draft day for Series E Apex Legends, and I'm happy to welcome in a very special guest today. He is the coach for CLG Apex Legends, as well as a talent manager for the organization. We've got Jake Kimmey joining me today. Jake, how are we doing?
Hi, I'm doing great. Can you hear me well?
I can hear you wonderfully. I hope you can hear me too. It is a pleasure to have you joining me today and getting to talk a little bit about Series E as well as CLG, of course. I want to start right off the top, looking at 2022 as a whole as we look back on an almost complete year. You guys have made some different roster moves as well as competed in a ton of different events. I want to know from you as you look back at 2022 to date, what are your thoughts on CLG's performance overall?
Yeah, I think 2022 has been proven to be like a very successful year of improvement for us. We kind of like swapped out our whole roster. So adding on one like really good member at a time has been our objective, and we've done that over the year. So I think in September we picked up Nano 2021, but in 2022 we picked up Mamba January, and then Dimmy in August, and we've been competing in many of these tournaments, such as Series E, Oversight, ALGS, and we've gotten a few first places. So yeah, I think we're doing really good.
I agree with you. I think it's looked really good, and the kind of step-by-step progression of the roster has been really fascinating to watch. When you look at that current iteration of the roster that you mentioned, Nano coming in first, followed by Mamba, and now Dimmy, the latest addition, what is it about this team that you think makes them a top competitor in North America?
Yeah, I think what makes them a top competitor in North America is like we started off very humble. None of our players were really just fully ALGS ready. We came in as rookies pretty much, so everyone came in open to many ideas and strategy, and everyone that joined our team has been very mechanically gifted. So even before I coached them or I even like interacted with them, they were already very mechanically gifted. So I picked up very mechanically gifted players, and they just soaked in as much macro mechanics as possible, so like rotations and strategies. And I think that's kind of like where we're at right now and how we're improving really well and why we're going to be a top competitive team, because we're just soaking in so much information, learning together. The vibes are good. Everything's really great. Yeah.
That's awesome to hear. I want to talk a little bit about Series E here for a bit, because of course when you look at the roster, Mamba and Dimmy have both come through the system and joined the squad, and even Nano was competing on open nights pretty frequently. So you guys have been around Series E really since the beginning, even back with the old iMadness roster. When you look at the landscape of North American Apex Legends, what does it mean to you to have events like Series E on a weekly basis to provide that kind of consistent, competitive, high-caliber practice for your team?
Yeah, so for Series E, first off, like what it brings to the NA scene is incredible. I actually think the NA scene has the most competitive, it's the most competitive region. And it's the most successful region. If you look at Twitch, even in terms of like content creation, most of the streamers are from NA, right? The big streamers, at least. A lot of the viewership is there. We look at the competitive side, NA has the most tournaments. And the second, I think, is Japan, and the third is EU. So that being said, just Series E bringing in a hefty amount of tournament for new competitive players and veterans to play in just makes the region that much stronger, in my opinion. And yeah, I picked up all my players from Series C. Thank you, everybody. You guys did all the hard work for me. Thank you.
I mean, we'll take a little bit of credit there, just a little.
Yeah, it's just incredible because like you can see rising stars come out of Series E. Every week we get a like very clear view of each team, even the rookie teams that are making it up. With like sponsorships such as like Pop-Tarts and all the other sponsorships you guys have, and we're able to kind of see where they're going, how they're what their trajectory is, because we have very good visibility. So a lot of orgs and coaches such as myself are looking at Series E as a platform to pull players out that we feel fit, we feel that will fit in our team.
Awesome. And hey, it certainly looks like it worked out. CLG looking really good right now. Last couple of questions for you. I want to turn our focus kind of back to the ALGS, because through the first couple days of play, the CLG squad sitting in the middle of the pack. What has been your focus as a coach to try and push them into that top 10 here over the next couple of weeks?
Yeah, I'm a man of predictions. I actually predicted we'll be sitting in the middle, not really in the middle, but a little above the middle actually. The reason being is right now our team is actually micromechanically, so like fighting wise, communication wise, really strong. Our team is also very gifted in like just strategies and having like a POI that's uncontested because we fought it through in Series Z and all the other tournaments. Now it's all about like perfecting the macro mechanics, so like the strategies around like how to move into zone with this many teams and yada yada, with like all these specific teams playing on specific days. And now that we've played both day 1 and day 2, we kind of know what to expect on day 3 and day 4 and so forth, so we're a much prepared team. I knew the team was going to be in for like a cold shower day 1 of week 1, so we kind of went in there, got 14th place, not too bad. We learned a lot, and then now from day 2 and forward, we're aiming for first place. So we got 7th place, I think, last day 2, which is like a huge improvement, but still not where we want to be. And we're going to be aiming for the top.
Awesome. And I love the little throwback reference to the battles with Xset at Harvester back in the day. That was definitely one of the most entertaining storylines I've seen come out of Series E. That was super fun to watch, and y'all won it pretty handily, so congratulations on that one. Definitely claiming that POI in pretty emphatic fashion. You're talking about having your eyes set, at least for the team, on first place. Is that really, where the ceiling is for this squad? Are you looking internationally, or are you just focused domestically at this time?
Yeah, I'm always looking internationally, actually. When I say first place, I mean like we're going to be pretty much shooting for first place every week. Sure. But that doesn't always mean in BR that you can get first place. It's a game of RNG, and it's all about limiting the amount of RNG up ahead, right? And in terms of that, yes, we're going to be prepared for as much RNG as possible, as many variables as possible. And so I think we're going to be shooting for first place in even international, as many wins as possible. And yeah, that's what we're aiming for. Yeah, we have a lot to improve in terms of like consistency and macro mechanics, so, and we'll be getting there soon.
I'm looking forward to it. It's been a pleasure to watch CLG over the last year, and my expectations, especially after talking with you, Jake, are very, very high for the team. So I'm looking forward to seeing what they can do in Series E and as well in the ALGS. Jake, I appreciate your time. Thank you so much for coming to hang out, and best of luck to you and the squad all throughout the rest of the year.
Thank you. Appreciate everybody in Series E, and have a good tournament.
Thank you so much, Jake. That is Jake, a coach as well as talent manager for CLG. We appreciate him taking some time out of his day to come and hang out with us here on this draft day. We still have a couple of teams to talk to, folks. We still got Team Intel and the former Team Nerf to talk with, and we'll have them here very soon. Let's head over to CEO Tyler in the next studio over.
All right, high praise from CLG Jake. Thank you so much for that, the kind words. It does mean a lot to us. We do put a lot of work and effort and passion into this project of Series E. It's going to pick up steam. It already kind of has. The amount of Apex tournaments that you see now run, the almost identical way that Series E is run, is insane. The consistency, the amount of tournaments have just been staggering since we've started. And we hope to do this for the entire esports ecosystem, more than just Series E. If you guys don't know too much about Series E, we also do this with the fighting game scene as well. We did it with Halo last season. We've got Guilty Gear. That'll be drafting new players tomorrow, and we've also got multiverses that we're drafting players for on Friday. So stay tuned for that, same time, same place, tomorrow and on Friday. Should be a good time. But regardless, we're going to kick the show going. Again, we do have more players we need to talk to. These interviews are actually fantastic. I think they get better every single season. I know I say that every season, but I mean it every single season. So without further ado, let's bring in one of the oldest sponsors of Series E and one of the best sponsors of Series E. That's right, Team Intel is now coming in, and we will talk with them shortly as well. Oh, I'm so sorry. Nope, that was my fault. I have an award. That's right, our last award to give out. No, second to last award to give out of the night. This award is going to the MVP of the season. That's right, the most valuable player of the Season 5 Series E Apex Legends. Drum roll, please, you guys. We're going to announce this player in this video.
Have the shields, but doesn't have the health of Fuse ulti. Will greet them just a bit, but you have no idea Force coming for the flight. One ends up going down. Looks like both your teammates do as well. A bit of a 1v1 gonna two play that knock shield.
Wow. The building is going to be in there, Tony. So this building is absolutely huge. That's going to be Buddha getting dropped. He's been practicing non-violence. So it's
multiple teams fighting it out right now. Force trying to force his way in there. It looks like Razor will.
Forsey going for the challenge now with that PK out. Hits for Flash, gets the knock onto setup.
They're looking like they want to close in another fight. Forsey with the shots, and goodbye.
Congratulations to Forsey. What? Is that how you say the name? But congratulations on being voted the best player of Season 5 Series E Apex Legends Team Nerf. Forsey what? Has just won the award, so congratulations to him. It does not come with a cash prize, and it does not come with an award. It just comes with clout. So please take that highlight reel and spread it across the country because you're the best. And to be honest, being the best in Series E is actually pretty good. We do have the best talent in here, and we find the next best pro players, and you do compete against all the pro players. So that's huge. That is actually very big. So congratulations again. All right, now it is time to bring in Team Intel. That's right, Team Intel, one of the very first sponsors of Esports Arena Series E, one of the greatest companies you could possibly work with. I know we love them for their CPUs and their gaming CPUs and whatnot, but Intel is literally a part of everything. The technology they have to offer is insane. The movement that they have on this planet Earth is phenomenal. And the fact that they get to sponsor Series E just shows you what type of competition we have and the quality of product that we put together. So thanks so much, Intel. And we've got the boys here, but let's find out how they got here and the recap of last season.
Back to Series E, Team Intel.
Not going to be enough. Intel will be able to finish things off.
Featuring Icy, Jet,
Climbing into the Valkyrie
and Flinzar. Joining Series E partway through Season 5, the squad started in a comfortable spot at the top of the standings. However, the rest of the season wasn't as promising as Intel hoped, and they found themselves finishing in 5th place at the end of it all.
Been some serious damage. Speaking of damage, Jet coming through.
Get some connect. That's going to be Cody going down there for Wingman season. Now the rest of the...
Intel is back now with a new member and will be on the hunt for redemption this time around in Series E Apex Legends.
What is going on, Jet, Icy, and Flinzar? How we doing, Team Intel? Jet, give me the answer. I'll go with you first.
We're doing good. Happy to be here.
All right. Speak for the team. I like it. You guys are all looking good. I like the jerseys. At Flinzar, you must be. Is this the first time Series E for you?
Yep.
Cool. Excellent. Anyway, man, how are you doing? Where are you calling from?
I'm doing pretty good. How about you?
I'm doing all right. I always like to find out where people are calling from just because I've traveled a lot. So that's why I asked that question. What state are you giving us a shout from?
Washington State.
Washington State. Okay.
Yeah.
We've got a spot up there in Spokane Valley. You know, people always call it Spokane because of the E on the end of it, you know, but it's actually Spokane.
Yeah.
Yep. Cool. Well, hey, man, congratulations on getting picked up with this team and being a part of Team Intel. Icy, how are you doing? And where'd you get the name Icy from?
You know, I've had the name Icy for a long time. It's just kind of a name I picked as a young kid playing games, and I've just stuck with it, adapted it a little bit, swapped it around a little bit, you know. But
yeah,
it stuck.
That was basically mine as well. Not Icy, but that was how I got my name. I'll never tell you guys, but that's how I got my name. As was just a kid back in the day, and they just kind of stuck with it all the way through Halo 2 and on. So, well, congrats. And where are you calling from?
I'm also from Washington. I'm a little bit further west, closer to Seattle, but same area.
Nice, Washington. Okay, Jet, are you from Washington as well?
Nah, I'm from Utah.
Utah. Hey, we got a Salt Lake City store actually near. It's in American Fork. I don't know if you know where that's at, but
that's closer to me.
Is it, dude? That's a great store over there. If you ever stop by, say to Jamal, if Jamal's there, just say Tyler sent you, and he'll get the absolute hookups. All right. You'll get
Will
the
do.
best gameplay there is around. But so anyway, fellas, I'm looking forward to seeing you guys compete in Season 6. Yeso obviously is going to have more of the questions for you guys specifically, but I always like to introduce myself to you guys. Any questions for me while you have me? If not, no worries.
I'm good.
I love it. Good. I don't want questions anyway. I like it. But regardless, fellas, good to meet you. Congratulations, right? We are not changing the name, no, because Intel's the best sponsor there is around. What do you guys think about having the name Intel on the jersey? I'll go with you, Icy.
I love it.
Yeah? You love it? That's good. Flinzar, you get to don the jersey. How are you feeling? Am I pronouncing the name correctly, by the way?
Yeah, absolutely.
Nice.
It's, I'm pretty excited.
Sounds like it. Awesome. Well, all right, you guys. Yeso's got you next. He's going to talk to you more specifically about Apex Legends because, you know, he just looks at you guys and watches the games every single day. So take it away, Yeso. Good to meet you, fellas.
All right, folks. Happy to welcome back Team Intel once again. We got Jet, Icy, and Flinzar all joining me in the studio right now. Gentlemen, of course, congratulations. Welcome back. Flinzar, welcome to Series E. I want to start with you, Flinzar. Coming into the squad here with Jet and Icy joining the duo, what has you kind of most excited about playing with this squad?
I mean, I'm pretty confident. I think Icy's a great IGL. He'll lead us into a lot of consistency and good spots, and we'll just show it.
I'm looking forward to it. I was excited for y'all coming into the season last time around, Icy, but you had to come in partway through the season, really had to try and hit the ground running mid-season. How difficult was that transition for you guys?
You know, the first week was a little bit rough. Second week, we really found our footing. Had a lot of potential to win that pro night. Tossed a couple Storm Point games, ended up near the top, but, you know, after that, tried a few different zone comps, transitioned it a little bit more edge, and it was rough, but we learned a lot, and excited for this season.
I'm certainly excited as well. Jet, I want to come to you. You guys have had a little bit of a break since the end of the season. Of course, a lot of focus has been on Challenger Circuit or qualifying for ALGS, qualifying for Series E. Thankfully, you didn't have to worry about that. So what are some of the things that you've been working on, Jet, and maybe the team as a whole has been working on to improve and be ready for the start of Season 6?
I personally have definitely been working on like aim training, like Kovacs. You know, those aim training scenarios are really helpful for me, and really working on my comms. So, as a team in general, though, we've been working on just having the chemistry that where you don't have to calm exactly what you're doing. You know, just like everybody's in the same wavelength. You know what you're doing. So, that's what we've been working on.
Awesome. Flinzar, I'm going to come to you once again. Of course, you guys have been prepping, practicing, getting ready for the start of the season. What is your confidence level at for the team? What kind of level do you think you're going to be at to start the season? Where do you maybe think the ceiling for this team is?
You know, our goal is obviously Pro League. I think we're going to show like we're a consistent team, whether it's through Open Night, Pro Night, whatever it is. But I think you'll see us as a really good zone team.
I'm looking forward to it. Maybe battling with Razor to see the best zone team in Series E. We'll have to see how that competition shakes out. My final question then for you, Jet. When you look at the competition here in Series E, and we've, of course, gotten to hear from a bunch of the teams already, all of them sounding very confident. There's a lot of experience across those squads. When you look at your competition here in Series E, what is your kind of view on the strength level of all of these teams? How quality do you think these squads are?
I think the quality is really good. I've been playing against these guys for a long time, whether it's ranked or other tournaments or whatnot. And everybody's been a great competitor to go against. So I think we're definitely going to be challenged, but I think we can overcome this challenge. So I think we can win.
I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be another very tightly contested season this time around, and I think you three will be right in the mix. So I cannot wait to see how it shakes out. Jet, Icy, Flinzar, best of luck this season. Thanks so much for coming to hang out with us here, and we'll all be keeping our eyes on Team Intel from the start. So thanks so much, gents.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
All right, folks, that is Team Intel coming back once again here for Season 6 of Series E Apex Legends. You'll have to keep an eye out for them when things start here very, very soon. We're going to head back over to Tyler. We still have one more team to talk about before we wrap things up, so let's head over next door.
Indeed, we do. The last team and our last award of the night. But before we do that, I have to give very special thanks to Lisa, Carrie, and Tim at the Intel team that have always continued to support us. So thank you guys so much with Series E and the continued support with Series E. If you guys do and you are looking for that new Intel gaming PC, it is very simple. Walmart.com/esports arena. They've got insane deals that just go on with iBuyPower, CyberPowers, AOC, or ASUS's. You know, every gaming company sells on Walmart.com, and randomly these deals would just pop up. So if you go to Walmart.com/esports arena, we'll do our best to keep those deals up to date on that website. But please, if you're going gaming PC, you got to go Intel. I get it. There's another brand out there, but Intel literally is the most phenomenal CPU that you could possibly have. Everything's geared towards it. So just go with Intel, and they support the sport that you love, which is esports. So congratulations to Team Intel. We look forward to seeing you guys for Season 6 again, and with the newly minted roster. So without further ado, here's an ad from Intel. All right, thanks again, Intel, and thanks again to all the brands that you see here. We have one more brand and one more team that will be signed for the rest of this night. But before that, I've got one more award that we're giving out. Our sponsor, Mobile One, has been a beautiful sponsor of ours since day one of Series E, and we're bringing them in. And what they do is they leaderboard, but also the Mobile One high performance moments. You've probably seen it while watching Series E, and these are basically the handpicked moments from our production team and tournament team that is in there every single night, and we pick these moments that we think are absolutely cracked, insane plays. So let's find out who actually won the Mobile One high performance moment of this season of Apex Legends Series E, Season 5. Roll it.
Look at the Mobile One high performance moment. Find out who is getting that reward in game number 6.
So it's going to be Excedrin here. This was that gravity lift. Clutch up coming out from Kimchi Lee, left in this 1v1. He was just like desperately get that armor swap. You can see on the other side, Harry able to pick it up, but instantly Kimchi Lee was able to crack that and then mid-air take him out. 3 nice hip-fire shots to finish him off. So really nice. I've been loving seeing Kimchi Lee now on, a legend that's not just an anchor, right? Because he does like to play a little bit more forward. He does like to play more aggressive. And putting him on this horizon feels like you really unleashed him.
Insane play there from Kimchi Lee, formerly Team Excedrin, formerly Team, I was going to say Rockstar. I knew it. Formerly Team Rockstar and then Team Excedrin. Kimchi Lee, fan of the program and fan of Series E, and we're fans of you big time. Never mind. But anyway, congratulations to Kimchi Lee on the award for the best mobile high performance moment in Season 5 of Series E. All right, guys, it's the last team of the night. We are going to introduce formerly Team Nerf back to the program, and of course, sign them to a new sponsor for tonight. So without further ado, you guys, let's find out how Team Nerf did during the competition of Season 5. Roll it.
Welcome back to Series E, our Season 5 champions, former Team Nerf.
It's gonna be Nerf who take the high ground.
Featuring Turns,
It's gonna be big. Nice shot.
Force What,
Everyone focusing down.
and Orioles. Nerf's strong second half of the season, capped off by a storybook finish in the final week, catapulted them to the top of Series E for the first time.
from the Torcoholics and Nerf.
Turns is now a Series Z champion in his third season of competition and now comes back for his fourth as an early favorite.
There once again.
But you have no idea if what's coming for the flank. One ends up going down. Looks like both your teammates do as well. A bit of a 1v1 gonna two play that knocks you.
Wow. Look out for this squad at the top of the standings this season in Series Z Apex Legends.
Those were some nasty plays, boys. Welcome back to the show. How we doing? Forsey what? First of all, congratulations on MVP of Series Z Season 5 Apex Legends. That's got to feel pretty good.
It feels great. Can you hear me, by the way?
Oh, I can totally hear you.
Okay, good. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I had no idea. I was, we were talking about it. I was like super shocked and like, I don't know, it just feels really good. Yeah, I felt like I played pretty well, to be honest with you. Yeah, just so I can go along the season, and I'm glad that I won. I don't know what else to say.
Yeah, no, well, as I mentioned, I think it is like a pretty big feat, you know? I mean, you're playing against people that are playing that I would say are the best Apex Legends players or want to be the best Apex Legends players, right? If you sign up for Open Night and then obviously you play against the pros, those are individuals who want to become pro. So you're going up against people who put strategies together, who have a team together, rather than just people online that like, you know, kind of go into these ranked matches that you kind of go in, you're feeling good, but then you're not feeling so good. So these are very tight and tough competitions. So, I mean, huge, you know, pat on your back for that one. That's awesome to be MVP of that for Season 5. So, yeah, there you go. Congrats. Turns, how we doing, man? Good to see you again, friend of the show.
Yeah, I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing well. How's the gym grind been?
Been pretty good, you know.
That's good.
I've been getting some mean pumps.
That's good. I signed up for a class tomorrow. I've been MIA of the gym for a long time. It really messes with your head if you don't get back in there. I think it cleans out all the useless junk. So do you think it helps your gameplay, you know, going in there and getting swole, some would say?
Yeah, I definitely think it helps. Clears your mind and gets you ready.
Absolutely. I agree. And then Orioles, how are we doing today?
What's good, man? I'm doing good.
Yeah? What's good?
Yes,
Do we have a full new squad here, or we got a newcomer?
Just me.
It's just Orioles.
Okay, all right. I just want to confirm. Sometimes I look like an idiot up here. Actually, most of the time I look like an idiot up here. But you're coming in. Jason will probably talk to you more about that sort of stuff. But friend of the show, have you been following Series Z, or is this your sort of first time introduction to it?
Oh, it's my first time, but I always watch like the open nights and the pro nights and all that.
Hell yeah,
so I'm
that's
in
cool.
the loop. I'm in the loop.
I appreciate the support, man. Well, it's awesome. Welcome to the team. You guys were Team Nerf. I know it's kind of a bummer. Nerf was a great brand to be associated with, but we have obviously some phenomenal other brands to be associated with Great Jersey, by the way. So without further ado, I realize I've said without further ado, probably like without further ado 100 times today. But regardless, we're going to find out who your guys' new sponsor is going to be and who you'll be representing for Season 6 of Series Z Apex Legends. So without further ado, God damn it. All right, we're rolling it. Here we go. All right. They do try to trick me on this one now. I noticed Dreidel's been doing that to me. Intel, Razer. We already have Razer. See, there it is. Aegon by AOC, our newest sponsor, just announced today. Guys, it was a tight timeline. So you guys are the first ever Aegon by AOC team. And I don't know if you guys play on AOC monitors, but I've seen some of their monitors. I've played on some of their monitors. They are phenomenal monitors, and I'm sure, you know, we like to swag you guys out. So we'll see if you'll get some of those in the shipment pretty soon. Hopefully, exactly. Especially with these new games and then all that. These hertz and refresh rates are changing every single year. You got to keep up. It's pretty tough, but pretty excited for what? How do you say your name actually? By the way, am I saying it right?
I mean, normally I like to just go by Force. Like people just call me Force. The what was some weird addition I did one time, like really late. I changed my stream name from Force to Force What. It's like an Office reference, but
wait, what? Wait, hold on a minute. I know everything there is to know about The Office. What are we talking about?
Okay, there's a scene where Am, I don't know if she's pregnant or not, but she like gets a phone call, and she says something where she's like, what, something like that. And so I had this idea that like every time somebody followed my stream, I would have that clip play. I don't know. It was a weird late night thing. I woke up the next day, instant regret. But I never changed it. So.
Yeah, I got you. I feel you.
Not even baked, but like, yeah, I was just tired. I guess I don't know.
That's good. That's what I meant by baked. Anyway, so 4C, what? I tried to think
really quick though, not to cut you off.
No,
if you want to say the full thing, it's just Force what. I prefer Force what, but people take it away and they're like, "Hey, 4C what?"
So can I not say 4C?
You can have fun with it if you want. I'm just letting you know. If I prefer Force what.
Okay, did you hear that? He prefers Force what, but everyone knows, like turns, and then and then coda I kind of got this thing that I kind of have to do. So and you guys let it out there for me. It's like, do you have 2 E's in there? Why do you got 2 E's in there?
I know.
Force what?
I think 4C sounds better.
Long story.
There you go. Thanks, Turns. I appreciate that. 4C sounds better. Yeah. See? All right. Well, good thing you guys are the last team here, because I've been in this hot-ass room for way too long. So we're going to kick it over to Yeso. You know what, guys? It's good to see you again. Congrats, Team Aegon. Doesn't it sound like Aegon Targaryen? You guys like Game of Thrones fans?
Yeah, we talked about that earlier.
That's how I just kept saying it the whole time, too. It is awesome, too. Yeah. But AOC is a phenomenal brand. So congrats, boys. Looking forward to seeing you play this season. Let's get more in-depth interview with ASO. Take care, fellas.
Awesome.
Thank you.
All right, folks, we welcome in Team Aegon here into the studio, formerly Team Nerf. We got Force, Turns, and Orioles, and I would like to let the record show. You can check the VODs. I asked Force the first time I interviewed him if it was Force or Forcey. He told me, and I always call him Force. It's T Squared that loves to call him Forcey on the cast. Every time I hear it, I cringe, and I'm just like, Tom, it's Force. But it is what it is.
All the time.
Yeah, we clarified it though today on the show. But I want to come to Turns first. First of all, I got to say I'm happy we ended with y'all's interview, because I feel like Turns' team has quickly become my favorite part of every draft day, because I feel like we always get a really good clippable moment, Turns, whenever we talk. But just right off the top, how does it feel? 3 seasons in the books, you are finally a Series E champion.
It feels great. Right where we're supposed to be.
I couldn't agree more. You guys were really, really fun to watch, especially in the back half of the season. I want to come to you, Force. You guys, alongside Mike and Ike, again, one of the best teams in the back half of the season. What were the biggest factors in your team's strong finish?
Biggest factors in our team's strong finish, probably just playing more aggressive and trying to get more KP throughout the games. The meta seemed to shift into like a really heavy KP format, edge comp and stuff like that.
Sure.
I would probably say that's the thing we did the most, probably.
Now, Force, how confident were you guys coming into that last week? Because it was close, back and forth at the end of the season. You guys had that battle with Excedrin at the top. Mike and I can Intel battling for 4th place down there. But going into that final week, just a little bit behind Excedrin, how confident were you that you guys could make it happen in those last 2 days?
You were pretty confident. I felt like we were playing really well together. I took a more of a fragger role and kind of just listened to what Messiah and Turns were, calming out. And I know that I was performing very well, like in my own, personal stuff going on. And I was pretty confident we were going to take it, especially considering I think they kind of slowed down towards the end of the season in terms of how they were performing. Just play our game,
It was definitely a strong close for you guys. Orioles, I want to come to you, new member of the squad, joining Force and Turns.
Yes, sir.
How does it feel for you to come into a team not only with the wealth of experience that these two guys have, but also a team coming off of that strong season and a championship finish?
I'm just excited, man. I'm excited to perform. I've been a sub for a while, just playing here and there, and just excited to show like what I'm capable of.
So for you, is this kind of the start to really jump in feet first then to competitive Apex Legends in Series E, maybe in Challenger Circuit as well? Are you taking this as the sign to really go all in?
You can say that. I have my own ALGS team, but I'm definitely excited to compete with the boys, Force and Turns. I think we got some potential.
I think when you look at the way these two played last season and the fact that they've brought you in to replace a really talented fragger in Messiah, I think that kind of says all that it needs to say, that they have the confidence in you. So I'm certainly looking forward to it. I want to come back to you, Turns, for my last question. You've got now that championship under your belt. How have your expectations now then changed for the squad going into this season compared to the last time around?
Overall, probably feeling more confident, less like needing to do certain things or practice certain ways, because I think we're on point now. So I think we're just ready to go.
Hey, it certainly looks like it. I'm excited to have y'all back. It's going to be a very competitive season, and I'm looking forward to it. Turns, Force, congratulations on the championship. Orioles, congratulations on joining the team, and of course, looking forward to seeing y'all perform all season long. So best of luck, and thanks so much for coming to join us today.
Thank you so much for having us.
Appreciate you.
All right, folks, that is the newly minted Team Aegon. That is Aegon by AOC joining the fold here in Series E. We'll have plenty more from them all season long, and I'm certainly looking forward to it. We're getting close to the end of the show, but let's head back over to Tyler.
All right. Oh, God. I was just getting emotional after the last team. Just watching the babies grow up. It's good. It's good. Some congratulations all around to all the players. It's an absolute blast watching this sort of stuff. I stepped away a little bit this season. I was doing a lot of personal stuff, and I'm very much looking forward to stepping into Season 6 and following along. The storylines are already fantastic. The fact that the last season heated up the way that it did at the second half means that this season should start on a pretty good heater. So congratulations again to all the teams. And we've got our new brands, Aegon by AOC. We've also, who's the other new one, guys? Why can't I've been here too long. I think that's the only one. Oh, and wait a minute. We don't have one of those teams. That's right. We have a new sponsor, Team Vitamin Water, that's coming in for the fighting games as well. So Vitamin Water, AOC, Tyson, Razor, Intel, and of course, the one and only Mike and Ike. I need people. Thank you. I think that was Justin in there. You appreciate you. But you guys, thanks so much to AOC. Thanks so much for you guys' patience. I know we got it down to the wire, but we did it. We always pull it off. And you guys, we cannot wait. We're going to outfit all of our new esports arenas with AOC, Aegon by AOC monitors. And I'm looking forward to trying those out as well and getting everyone kitted out over here at the HQ as well. Our production room would love to see those new monitors and give them a shot. So appreciate you guys. Appreciate the support for Series E. Thank you so much. Cannot thank you guys enough. So, all right. Well, I typically go over to the next studio, and Yeso and I basically just kind of have the recap of the season and of the draft day, and we give our picks for who we believe is going to take Season 6. So after this quick little break, I'm going to head over there, and then I'll see you guys on the other side. Thanks a lot. What's up, guys? Tyler Endress, CEO and founder of Esports Arena. And did you know that Esports Arena is located inside Walmarts all throughout the country? We're here in Tulsa, Oklahoma right now at one of our awesome Walmart stores. Let's go take a look. Fantastic, right? So typically in the front of the store, you see we got a Subway here, you got some Walmart services, but right there is the Tulsa Esports Arena. Right up front. So literally, if you're just doing some grocery shopping, you're gonna check out over here. Simple as that, or you could check out right in here. We've got Calvin, my man Calvin right here. Hey, yo, log me in on station number 8.
You got it, Tyler.
All right, I'm getting logged in. We're going to go play some video games. Look at that. The best video cards in the industry. The best CPUs in the industry. The best gaming chairs in the industry, the best Razer peripherals in the industry, the best monitors that let you hit that 200 frames per second in the industry, no screen tearing whatsoever. All right here at Esports Arena. Now I'd let you keep following me along, but I got a tournament to play tonight, so I'm gonna get some practice in.
All right, we are back for the final time today. Tyler Endress, CEO of Esports Arena, joining me in Studio Blue to wrap up our Season 6 Draft Day. 5 seasons in the books, just for Apex alone, not even counting 2 for Halo, 2 for Guilty Gear, and soon to be the first season for Multiverses. How does it feel?
It's like I said. So last season, I stepped away from like the first half, right?
Sure.
And so I didn't really get a chance to involve myself and the teams and the personalities. But I do remember draft day last season and seeing these guys again. Really fun, man. I mean, it's such great. I think the interviews get better and better. I think the guys like. I'm not saying they're excited to join these interviews, right? You know what I mean? But like, they're coming on board. They know that
MJ out of his shell by next season.
Nah, he's gonna stay. I think he likes it. I think he's just, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I think he's got his persona. I like the persona too. Don't get me wrong. But hilarious interviews today. Great personalities we got in this whole everyone, and I'm excited because I really want there to be rivalries within these teams. And given the fact that all of these teams played last season, this season there probably will be some rivalries. You know, I mean, I think Mike and Ike has probably the biggest target on their back because of how successful they were at the end of the season. Nerf, obviously, now Aegon, right? Being the champions, but you know, they picked up such a healthy lead in the beginning that carried them a lot of the way through, and they held on to it, which is good. But you know, it's anyone's game now. I really, truly do think it's anyone's game to win Series E next season.
Yeah, I mean, we said it when we talked at the end of draft day for Season 5, and I was pretty confident that it was going to be the most competitive season of Series E that we had had to date.
Okay.
And I think it delivered on that front, especially the fact that we go into the last week and we've got Intel and Mike and Ike battling for 4th place, Excedrin and Nerf going back and forth for first, how good Vizio was all throughout the season. I really feel like it delivered on that front. And now we've got 5 teams coming back that all competed last season, and all of these teams very talented. I think it's going to be more of the same this time around. It's going to be really tight competition, and it's going to be fun to watch every single week.
And you know what I think is also true too is that a lot of these guys understand that, you know, maybe ALGS, like I heard, I can't remember what team it was that was saying that the goal is Pro League, right?
Yeah.
And I love that. I think the goal should always be Pro League. Getting in the Pro League is absolutely 100% what everyone's goal should be. But at the very least, winning Series E, I mean, that, like, as mentioned before, is like, from Force winning the MVP of a very challenging pro circuit of Series E. It's not ALGS Pro League, I get that, but it is a very challenging pro league in a way. And to win that is a lot. So hopefully Series E means something to a lot of these guys, and winning Series E should mean something to outsiders too that watch Series E. I understand we got the pros that come in and they win most of the time, a lot of the nights and whatnot too, but for these guys to grind week in, week out and to win should mean something. I think because all of these guys played last season, it's going to mean a lot more to them this season.
And I do want to hit on that MVP honor for Force as well, because that was also very stiff competition. Playing alongside, in my opinion, another MVP candidate, Turns. I thought Turns was a big part, his IGLing for the team, a big part of why they were so successful in the season. Kimchi Lee it was another candidate for me as well. And then MJ. Because MJ was just dominant, was so good in that back half of the season, was really the leader for that squad in terms of their resurgence in the back half of the season. So in my opinion, there were 4 guys that all could have laid claim to that MVP title, and Force coming out on top I think says a lot about the talent of him and that squad, and it's going to be fun to watch them this season. I'm excited about Orioles coming into the team.
Yeah, you think Orioles has it or no? Do you think? I mean, because he was a sub, you know. But
I think when you look at 2 guys like Turns and Force who have been playing together as a duo for a while and how successful they were last season, I think anybody that they pick to fill that 3rd spot, I think just them being chosen to play with those 2 says a lot about the talent of that player. I don't think, you know, they don't just bring in anybody. I think that them going, yep, Orioles is the guy to keep this going, to keep us in contention for a championship one more time, I think says a lot about the talent of Orioles.
Yeah, I agree. There was a team Intel. They brought in, was it Flinzar? They brought him in. You know, I think Team Intel, I think, is going to struggle. I think they're going to struggle this season. To me, just with the vibes, it didn't seem to me that it was first or bust, right? Versus the first 3 interviews we had, I felt like it was first or bust, right? Mm-hmm. And so with Team Intel, I would need to see a lot more camaraderie from that team, a lot more like hunger from that team in order to climb the leaderboard. And then, of course, just Nerf, now Aegon. I don't want those guys to get too comfortable. I think they may have gotten a little too comfortable towards the end of the season because they built such a lead. So hopefully these guys know, look, it's a fresh slate, right? So I wouldn't be surprised to see Intel and Aegon more on that bottom half in the beginning of the season, just because of these circumstances of how these other 3 teams had to be so hungry to climb that leaderboard at the end of the season. They now are more prepared to go into this next season. So
yeah, I think it is not unreasonable to see Intel on that bottom half. They did, of the 5 teams, finish last, and for me, it's a team that I think just has the most growing to do. I think they come in with the least experience in terms of Series E and elsewhere. But I really like what I've seen from Jet and Icy. I was a big fan of them before they joined Series E because they were competing in the qualifiers for Season 5, and I got to watch them a lot. I think they're really talented players, but I do think there's a lot of growth there. But I hope that they learned a lot of lessons from last season, because last season was tough. Right?
Dude,
we talk a lot about how good Nerf, Excedrin, and Mike and Ike were in the back half of the season.
And those guys had a lot of Series E. They had a lot of Series E history too. A lot of teams this season had a lot of Series E history, like 1 or 2 or 3 seasons.
Exactly.
So to be a full new team in Series E is tough because it's more of a grind. And to Cruisen's point, again, understanding the lobbies. Understanding the lobbies, every competition you're going into. So it's now Team Tyson. I think that they're hungry for it too.
So let's do it. I'm going to put you on the spot first.
I actually wasn't prepared. I'm really not prepared for this.
Would you like me to go first?
Let's run down.
So we got former Team Excedrin is now Team Tyson.
Well, give me the first team that we talked to today.
We talked to Vizio, now Razor.
Vizio, now Razor. My boys, Borton, Sung.
Sung, and Blitz.
And Blitz. I do think Borton and Blitz have what it takes. No offense. No offense, my man, Sung. Sung is he's just looking to play. He's having a good time. I think that if he has that hunger, that competition in him, then I think I think he would be an insane type of player. But if he takes Spoons that seriously, if he takes Apex Legends as seriously as he takes Spoons, then I will take that team. So I will not say that, but. Shoot.
Yes, I think that is definitely a yes. Production, thank you. So we've got Team Razor, Mike and Ike. Former Excedrin, now Tyson.
Team Razor was now So
Razor is Blitz, Borton, Sung.
Oh, that's right. Okay, so
Mike and Ike
I don't think
is
they're winning this
MJ,
season. No offense,
Wizard, Coin, and Silent.
They've got what it takes.
And then you've got Excedrin, now Tyson, which is Cruisin, Kodagami, Stankini.
Okay. That's 1-2 right there. I got to figure out who's going to take the first one.
And then you've got Intel, which is Icy, Jet, Flinzar. And then we just finished with Nerf with Force, Turns, and Orioles.
Yep. Let's just act like nothing's going on and just keep talking.
Something's happening.
Let's just.
I don't know what you're talking about. Shout out to our champions, Nerf.
Team
if you
Nerf.
haven't noticed, already behind me we got the championship jersey up here in the studio, which will hang out all season. You got to be careful. You can mess somebody up with that thing.
I really thought this was going to be plastic. This is like metal.
Nope. But
those are cool trophies.
Those trophies going to be heading out very, very soon to our champions. So with all 5 of those teams in mind, I'll go first.
Yeah.
Okay. I think that Aegon is going to be right up in the mix again, and they are my favorite, at least to start the season strong.
Okay.
But if I'm picking a team that is going to be in first place end of the season, if you asked me 2 hours ago, I would have said Razor. I'm actually going with Tyson. I'm taking Cruisin, Kodagami, and Stanky.
Oh, man. All right, so I do think that's 1-2. That's a toss-up for me as well. As much as we don't know much about Silent, huh? Do we know a lot about Silent?
I don't personally.
Okay, so
not right off the bat.
That's the it factor for me. If Silent has that, because I really liked Wiz. I liked his responses. I also like MJ. MJ cracks me up. But the fact that MJ is just dialed in.
Yeah.
And I think Wiz's understanding of the game and understanding of the other teams is also very important.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm going to go Mike and Ike. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go with those boys. Who knows, Silent? Don't let me down, Silent. But I don't think MJ and I don't think Wiz will. I do think that they have what it takes. I think they're very serious competitors. I think they're hunting for a pro spot, and I think that they want to be recognized as like the best team of Series E, and then should get that pro contract afterwards.
And I think it says it all that it's a very tough choice. I think there's a lot of
that was a tough
in
choice.
Series
Actually,
E
I
here.
like this, man. This part's fun,
and I'm looking forward to it. We've called our shots. Any final thoughts here as we get ready to wrap up draft day here today?
No, tune in tomorrow, you guys. We've got, it's Esports Arena. We're all things esports, right?
Yep.
So we just look at esports as just competitive video gaming. And we understand there's different communities that are out there that support different games. You watch different streamers, whatnot. But, support Esports Arena. If you guys could tune in tomorrow, that'd be fantastic. Guilty Gear is an awesome game to watch. It's a great community to be a part of. Umi Show, I don't even think Razzo, Umi Show, we have some of the best players in the world.
We've got an
We have
Evo
the best player
champion coming in
actually.
tomorrow.
Yeah.
We've got a combo breaker champion coming in tomorrow.
Yeah.
Like Evo top 8. This is a stacked roster.
It's a stacked roster. Series E is doing great things with Guilty Gear, and we hope to do the same thing within Multiverses. Another phenomenal game that just kind of had this shot out of a cannon with the success. So this season should be a ton of fun. Obviously, Apex Legends always a special place in our hearts, being the first game that we've done it with, and so much history with it all. I'm looking forward to it. I'll be tuning in a lot with Series E Apex Legends. I really am enthused with this season, and I think that these guys got what it takes to really fight it out. And I want to see some rivalries, man. I want to see I'm tired of people picking their spots. Stop picking your spots and letting everyone on Twitter know about it.
Tyler wants 50-50s off drop.
I mean, come on now.
Every single game.
It's like, okay,
he wants
hey,
pure
or
chaos.
at least play some games, right? Say Mike and Ike. Say, hey, where's Cruisin' landed? Where's Tyson landed? Wherever they're landing, just occasional games, just land on top of them, right? They won't expect it because you've announced on Twitter you're not going there. I get it, it's BM and all, but dude, come on now. This is the win. This is hunger.
Tyler with the full chaos vote. We'll have to see. Even if you can't make it for draft days for Guilty Gear Strive and Multiverses the next couple of days, do remember Season 6 of Series E Apex Legends kicks off 2 weeks from today. Do not miss out on that. Also
Enjoy
have a wonderful Thanksgiving
Yes.
next week. Hope you enjoy that. For myself, for Tyler, the entire live broadcast crew, everybody here at Esports Arena.
Come on now, dude.
Thank you
If they're
so
out
much.
there, let's see them.
Yeah, thank you so much for celebrating draft day here with us today. We've got Guilty Gear Strive draft day tomorrow. Don't miss out on that, kicking off at 4 p.m. Pacific time. We will see you there.
Thanks for tuning in, guys.